great moon days evening to you all. Alright, great thing. See what that says right there? Make measurable progress in reasonable time, family. Make measurable progress in a reasonable time. Do something productive for yourself daily. Do something that 5, 10, 15, fuck it, even 30 years from now, you will appreciate yourself for having done today. You get what I'm saying? Whatever that habit is that you need to start doing it today. Don't waste any time. Today is all that matters. Now, you know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, you'll never see tomorrow, because once it gets to tomorrow, it's already today. So do today what you want to be doing tomorrow, rather than waiting for the perfect time to arrive. No such thing. Procrastination, that's, perfection is only shame in disguise. Shame and disgust and your inability to, actually find value in what you're able to produce in the moment. I don't know what else to say. This is why knowledge of self is so important. Because knowledge of self, the good information, the information that you so direly need in your life, is the only thing that will reconnect you to your truest, self. That philosophy that will incite, inspiration, influence, and, illumination into who and what you truly are. Only by this will you gain a level of self-confidence in yourself to write down some goals and make some commitments to yourself and keep to those commitments. It all starts with you, family. Always. It all starts with you. You're not always going to feel like it, so always aim to do the best that you can at every moment of time and in point of place that you find yourself. All right? Getting something done is all that matters. Trying. Every day, trying. Writing a few sentences, a paragraph, a whole page. Reading something positive, listening to something productive, doing something productive, going somewhere that challenges you. That is the most important thing. So many distractions today. So many distractions. So much fear porn being funneled through every outlet. People don't know how to just inform. They gotta promote every disinformative, content that also incites the kind of emotions that don't really induce a positive train of thought or some type of awareness that allows us to feel like, you know what, I'm gonna just focus on myself. This is too much. It's too much shit that I can't control. What's the point of giving my energy to it? Not saying don't inform yourself. Obviously do so. But how much nonsense can you consume before it consumes you? Before it has you hoping and wishing for the worst things to happen, rather than having hope and faith in something, in the positive things happening. At the end of the day, all we want to do is live in peace and harmony, to be able to, enjoy our lives with our families, with our friends. That's all we all really want. Then there are individuals that don't know anything better to do than to produce and, induce havoc in the world, because they have so much comfort that they don't know what to do with it. Their only forms of entertainment is to, become more financially polluted to enrich themselves at the expense of the lives and the comfort and well-being of others, because that's what's most convenient to them. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to just push a button or sign over a legislation and send over, thousands of individuals as children into a conflict that none of these individuals have anything to do with, but which those sending them have, tied financial interest, corporate interest, private interest in these conflicts. So this is why it is important to mind your business. As an individual, it is probably one of the most important things to do is to mind your business. Your personal business, the business in your community, and the business of your country. This is why I say don't just ignore all the BS. Obviously inform yourself, but don't be overconsumed by it. Go back to your work, to what needs to get done. You get what I'm saying? Oh, what's going on? Oh, okay. Just the same old bullshit. Problem, reaction, solution. Distract, disorientate, disinform, misinform. Manipulate. Oh, okay, I see what it is. Let me go back to my business at hand. So that in a few years, a generation from now, the posterity that I produce has something, better to look forward to, has a better foundation because I took the time. That's all it is, family. Focus, integrity. You get what I'm saying? Consistency, persistence, commitment to the things that you promise yourself that you deserve to have, that you want to have. This is what it will take to create and cultivate the life and lifestyle that you desire for yourself. The fulfillment that you want in life. The only way to get those things is to do the work that needs to get done by you, and to not be distracted for too long by exterior forces that are way out of your control. If some crazy shit were to happen, you get what I'm saying? All technology goes to hell. Your mission changes, but your core principles, they always remain the same. This is why it is important to develop core principles, core values, ethics and morals that you live by, that you abide by, and that you break for nobody, that you water down for nobody. Because regardless of what happens, if society changes from night to day and things, shift, you still have those things to fall back on. That is your foundation. That is your kingdom. You know what I'm saying? That is your castle. And that would always serve a value, of great, great value to you wherever it is that you go. In whatever society you find yourself. An individual of honor, of courage, and commitment. You know what I'm saying? That has integrity, self-confidence, and is able to keep promises to himself and others. That individual is valuable. He is highly sought after in all businesses, in all fields of businesses, everywhere. So this is why it is important to know thyself, to develop thyself, and to become the I amness that you wish to see in the world. Don't wait or expect somebody else to do it. No, we have to do it as individuals. We must take action. We must become the male that molded himself into a man, into a master, into a king, into a godlike individual in the flesh, because he had the self-mastery, the foresight and insight and vision to see something beyond what's in front of him, beyond the reality that was projected and, indoctrinated and programmed into them. Only you as the individual can free yourself from the chains that bind you, from all the negative habits and addictions that, you know, have been cultivated into the body that you now embody throughout the generations that came before you, and the ones that you now live in and are able to experience. There are many things to be addicted to in this life. It's not just, you know, pornography or substances that destroy the biology and psychology and spiritual aspect of these physical vessels. It's the things that we listen to, the things that we see, the people that we surround ourselves with. You know, the situations that we're consistently encountering because of the emotions that we continue to embody, because of the thoughts that we continue to think, the actions that we continue to take, and the mindset that we insist on holding on to because it makes us feel comfortable with whatever image of ourselves we have that, you know, gives us the excuse to not do better, to not try better, to not aim to be better. The possibility is within each and every one of us. We are the only animal that has been given that liberty of choice, the willpower to pick and choose whatever it is that we want to do with our lives, to manage our emotions, and by managing our emotions and our thought, directing our will so that we can, you know, manifest something wonderful for not just our lives, but for those that are able to gain from us, from those in our sphere of influence that we are able to influence, inspire, inform, invite into our circle, and illuminate with great wisdom, with the wisdom that has been given to us by that infinite divine intelligence that is us, that lives within us, that sits within the subconscious kingdom in our mind to think and to direct us onto the right paths. And that also gives us the option to pick and choose not to walk on that right path, to do the opposite, to do what that small number of individuals has been doing for the last 2 millennia. You know what I'm saying? To misinform, disinform, indoctrinate, misdirect by directing the populace into, you know, ways of being that are not conducive into that, you know, phantom-like utopia that our heart and our soul so much yearns for. That peace that we wish to see in the world, that we have never experienced, but which our soul, our consciousness believes is possible. We can manifest this thing, but we must believe it. We must have more power over our pleasures and our insatiable desires and immediate gratifications than they have over us. We must have more power over our will than our will has over us. We must turn our will into our most humble servant rather than it being our master. How do we do that? By doing the will of the Most High. By doing the Most High will. That which is most difficult, yet most beneficial, not just to us, but to our circle, our inner outer circle, our sphere of influence, everybody and everything. Learning to be selfish for selfless reasons. Even with ourselves. No, you're not going to eat now. You still got more work to do. You can do more work. Being more mindful of how we conduct ourselves in body, mind, and soul, and thought, word, and deed. That's all I really got. You get what I'm saying? Anything is possible. Anything you put your mind to is possible, because your mind is God itself as you. But you got to also remember that there's also that negative entity. This is as much as positive, there's this negative. You know what I'm saying? As much as there's a man in every woman, there's also a woman in every man. So you must learn to put that negative aspect in its place and embody the positive that you want to see in the universe, in life, in the world, in society. You must put the negative in its place and use it to your benefit, however you see fit, for the benefit of the positive that you want to embody, that you wish to see in society, in everyone else that you come across. It all starts with self. It all starts with each and every one of us. We cannot change the world unless we change ourselves. No amount of wishy-washy prayer is going to change anything until we change ourselves. That is one thing that I learned. You know what I'm saying? 5-6 years ago, I served in the military. Shit ain't new to me. Whatever comes, let it come. But I'm not going to wish for it. Why? I wouldn't want to see my nieces and nephews, my mothers, my brothers, my friends, or any our society in that kind of destruction. So therefore, I don't wish it upon anyone else. Regardless of whatever the mediums of entertainment and distraction and manipulation may be telling us. That's why I suggest that ye disconnect from these things and ye pick and choose wisely what you entertain, what you watch. Have discernment, be mindful, respectful, trusting. Wish unto others as you would have unto yourself. Regardless of however others may be acting towards you. Be mindful. But, like I said, we end this now. Alright? You have a great rest of your evening. An even greater rest of this month coming up. And an even greater rest of this 2022 and decade to come. Peace be unto you all. And love.